to yet another session on early childhood care and education by me, Rekha Jaipal, and my colleague, Ms. Sajani Prithviraj. So Sajani, welcome back again. We are here.
Yeah, we are here to see you, Rekha.
Nice to see you too. And today we are going to have a review of our academic year. It's almost come to an end, right?
Yes.
So how was it?
It was good. But then being passionate about our profession, we really need to do a lot more. Don't you think so?
Yes, we have identified the areas we have to strengthen, and definitely, and we will be, working on it for the next academic year for sure. Yeah.
Okay. So do you remember how the children first came to our school?
Yes, they were babies, they were very, most of them were hesitant and shy, and they were reluctant to speak or communicate, and they were really naive.
And just like how we spoke for our first meeting about, about giving importance to their mother tongue, we really did inform parents too. We told parents not to worry about the mother tongue.
We never pressurized the parents nor the kids, only insisted. We never insisted on speaking only in English. No.
But then, by the end of the academic year, we saw them all speaking.
So
in fact, we can say 100% of all the children speaking in English, and they were quite confident also, right?
Exactly.
Language development was very profoundly seen, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. And it was such a proud moment for us as well as for the parents.
Yeah. So, what were the strategies? What would we do exactly to develop their language, right? We had introduced daily conversations, activities, and even competitions. Some of their competitions also demanded the children to speak in English independently, and there were classroom discussions, isn't it?
What about circle time?
Yes, the circle time also. Children were, encouraged to speak about what they experienced during the weekend or their trips and or some of their fun time with their parents, and this made children happy to speak with their teacher, that they understood that the teacher is not just about academics or just not about writing and reading.
She's a fun person to be with.
Yeah. A fun person whom you can actually speak anything.
And you can confide in that bond. The bond develops,
Yes. Through this, we actually, the teacher-child relationship developed a lot. And we saw how teachers were able to help children out in many of their problems. So that was,
and it actually towards the end, they were speaking so much that we had to try to stop them, because they were so enthusiastic to share their experiences and feelings, because they're comfortable with the language. Correct. The mode of communication.
You're right. And we had started reading at a very early age. This was also like many parents thought, my God, this is too young. But no, we were okay with it because we had experienced it.
We had gone through that before. Yeah.
We have done this before, and we know that the children are capable of reading in LKG only. And we saw that, by introducing phonics and different strategies, children were able to read faster.
Yes. Yeah, so initially there was a slight hitch for a few of them, but then by the end of they got it.
Correct. And it's not just reading, it even language and storytelling. We tried different methods. We brought activities in rhymes and stories, and with which children found it interesting. They loved singing all those rhymes. We had introduced many good rhymes based on the themes, and even stories also along with puppets, and we gave children that freedom to make their own stories and narrate it in class. So all this facilitated language development, isn't it? And it is not just language that we focused on. Yes, we did focus on writing also, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. Along with reading comes writing. And when writing is concerned, as far as writing is concerned, we did not directly jump into writing. We first developed the pre-skills required for writing, right? We first developed the pre-skills required for writing, the fine motor skills, the eye-hand coordination, all these through activities.
Yes, and can you tell me some of the activities that we introduced?
Yes, right from pre-KG. From pre-KG, we had all this sand play, water play. Then they start writing on sand, tracing on sand paper. Then they graduate to tracing on dots.
In this way, children never knew that actually they were trying to
They
make
were,
their fingers
yeah.
strong. They learned it
They
in
were
a
just
fun
thinking
way.
they're playing. They're playing with sand. They're playing with water, but they did not know that. Yeah, that is exactly what we wanted. We wanted to move, gradually phase them over this and move to writing. So when it came to writing, it was not at all a difficult task, not a trauma. Usually writing is a trauma for most of the kids. And we did not initially start, after all these activities, we made sure that their fingers and are ready for that, to hold the pencil.
We went slow with it. We were not in a hurry. We did not trouble the parents by giving them a lot of homework or anything. We went slow with it, but then they all picked up.
Yes, so because we had all these pre-skills developed, it became a smooth process. They were fast. Once they started, they were fast. And you know, writing also helps in critical thinking, to put their thoughts into words and express themselves. There are many.
And writing need not be just about writing A, B, C. It can be drawing also. Like they use their pencil to draw, and we allowed them to scribble a lot on paper, so that they knew that how to hold a pencil, how to put the correct pressure for it, how to use the right pencil.
So that also gives them the confidence that they are able to write like adults, and they were not just, it's not rote writing. When they were writing, they knew what they were writing. If they are writing a letter A, they knew the sound of it. They knew what all words start with that letter. Okay, so it was, they understood very deep inside what they're doing, and then they did it.
Yeah, we encouraged them to even draw pictures of what they felt starts with that particular letter. Now, all this made it pretty interesting.
Yes, yes. So writing was fun, I would say, because writing is the most feared activity, which for the parents as well as for the children. And moving to mathematical concepts, how did we introduce them?
Yes, the numeracy skills. Oh yeah, this time it was, we had introduced in a fun way, and this is something that we need to focus a little more, because this is the first time that we included competitions to develop their logical skills. So
they just loved it, the stacking the cups and blocks and all those things.
Yeah, right? we included a lot of toy-based activities. So, for example, to make them understand the basic measurement concepts, we asked them to make tall and short objects with blocks, long and short, and and we even include a lot of classification activities like sorting the grains. So with these, children they understood what we were trying to teach them.
And they were playing all hands-on with manipulatives, and then they learned it.
And it was not just numbers. We even encouraged them to count with objects, and this way they found counting also easy. And numbers, writing also, it was fun, but they understood what they were writing.
Exactly.
Because we made them get involved in a lot of activities and group activities.
Because
also.
Usually the numbers, mathematical concepts are very abstract. So for the children to understand it fully, they get the number sense and all, they need to have manipulatives to hands-on activities. That's exactly what we did.
For example, concepts like tens and ones, addition, subtraction. We initially made them understand that through activities, like with the making with the straws, and even counting also, even addition also. All this through objects. They used concrete objects, and they counted, and they added more, they subtracted less.
And when they learned time, they made a clock.
Yes.
And then they were, using
they were
moving
curious, so they always found this in their house, but now they know how to look at the time and say the time.
And they were changing the time, and they were doing all this, which was all considered to be adult.
Yeah, this was pretty easy for them. In fact, most of them didn't. Maybe because they had observed this in their house everywhere, but they were curious to find out how to find the time. So with the activities, it helped them a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah.